Hey guys, what's up? It's the Merc here from Poolshade Games, and this is going to be a video, going to start another playlist, basically just about trying to develop my game. I've talked about it before on here, and a few years back I actually had a working like alpha rule set for a game that the Lich Lord and I and a couple other friends played and play tested, had some fun with. Sadly, when my old computer died, I lost all my digital copies with rules, and I have some hard copies, but I'm not sure if I want to go back and revisit that game or if I want to try to make a new game. And this video, and probably the next couple of videos that I do here, I don't know how frequent these will be, are just going to be talking, kind of trying to help me get past the kind of like the block that I'm having just in the early stages of deciding what the hell I want to do. I've also picked up a couple tools to hopefully help me with that, because I was talking to the Lich Lord a little bit the other day, and I said, man, you know, I've just hit this block. I don't know what I want to do. I have a lot of ideas, but I don't know which one I want to focus on. And I kind of mentioned that maybe I would pick up a journal and kind of go that way. And today I did just that. I picked up just a little, I guess technically it's called like a planning notebook. It has like numbers on the side, and it says prepared by and date, and there's a title. And I kind of like this because I can put like a working title for whatever the game that I want to work on is, the day that I started working on it. I don't really care about prepared by. And then I can just write ideas down. I can just jot ideas down on the numbered lines. And maybe hopefully that'll help me kind of sort out what the hell I want to do. Because like I said, I have a lot of different ideas. I'm not entirely convinced yet. Do I want to do fantasy? Do I want to do science fiction? Do I want to do post-apocalyptica? And then outside all that, I have ideas for a tank game, you know, just your players build tanks or groups of tanks, and you fight against each other. I have ideas for some fantasy type games, some science fiction type games. I don't know if I want to do, do I want to do skirmish? Do I want to do squad level? Do I want to do bigger than that? Do I want to do, like if I do fantasy, do I want to do blocks of guys? Do I want to do like units? Do they have to be in a formation? Do they have to be loose? Do I want to do a miniatures game? Or do I want to do like a role-playing game? Because both would be fun to do. Both present their unique challenges. And kind of to go along with that, whatever I do, at least in the beginning, will be the type of game where just use whatever miniatures you want if I do a miniatures game. Because I have no sculpting ability, and I don't really have any friends that are sculptors, so I'm not going to be able to produce like my own miniatures for this. So it would just be a set of rules that could be applied to, you know, whatever miniatures you wanted to use. And another thing to kind of help spark creativity and imagination for this is I picked up another notebook, but instead of it being a regular notebook, it's graph paper or a planning tablet, so that I can kind of sketch out worlds or continents and ideas for the game ideas I have to kind of tie things together and kind of help move them along. Like I said, I have a couple of ideas. I just don't know what I want to do entirely with them, so hopefully this will get the ball rolling. I've been really focused on doing a zombie game for a while, where one player or team of players play bands of survivors, and the other player or team of players plays the zombie horde. But I've been hitting a stumbling block with that, because every time I start to think about it, I think, will it be entertaining enough for both sides? Because one player is only zombies with like special zombies and things, and the other player is, you know, survivors. And will that be, zombies are done to death is another thing, and I don't know if I want to just Oh, look, more zombies. Here's a zombie game. Enjoy. I mean, I don't think there's a lot of zombie miniature games, especially there's been a slew of zombie board games, which some of them are board game miniature game hybrids. But I just don't know if I want to do that anymore. I kind of like the idea of humans versus monsters. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might do fantasy. Like I said, I'm just going to write ideas down, and I'm going to keep that little notebook with me. And whenever I have an idea, I'll jot it down, jot some of the basics down, so that I can come back to it, look at it, and kind of see what I want to do. The one thing I will say is I have basically decided if I do a role-playing game, I'm either going to do the D20 type system or percentile-based system. More than likely percentile-based for stats and things. I don't like dice pools. I don't know why. I've never been a dice pool kind of fan for role-playing games, especially from a running the game perspective. As a player, I can deal with it, but as a dungeon master or a game master, I've always liked the other systems better. For miniatures games, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll either use D6 or D10, because those are the most common. I'd love to use D12, but D12 is not very common, and you don't have a lot of those lying around. It would give a nicer range for stats and statistics, but I don't know. D12 is my favorite die type. But the other thing I need to do when I do if I work on a miniatures game idea, is I need to work on the idea and the game by itself, and not try to find miniatures that I think look cool that I can fit the rules to, which is a problem I've had a couple of times doing this type of an idea. So that's this. What this is going to be, videos that are in this playlist are going to be about that. I'll talk about some ideas I have when I come up with them. I'll talk about progress I'm making, things like that. But overall, this is going to be just kind of a, hey, look what's going on. This is a lot. This is as much to entertain you guys as it is to help me sort my ideas out and maybe, latch onto one and be like, this is the one I want to work on, I want to flesh out, and I want to make into my first game, my first rule set. And if you guys want to leave comments telling me, yeah, that's a good idea, no, that's a terrible idea, or that sounds fun, that sounds like an interesting mechanic, that sounds like an interesting bit of background or fluff, I'd really appreciate it. Any help, I will definitely take, and I will appreciate it. And if I ever do get around to making this game anything more than a game that my buddies and I play, I will definitely, always give credit where credit is due. It's just a thing that needs to happen. But that's it. That's what this video is going to be. Hopefully, this series, this playlist, it's what it's going to be. Hopefully you guys like the video. Hopefully you like the idea. If you've ever thought about trying to make your own game, or you have made your own game, let me know in the comments. Tell me some of the trials and tribulations you dealt with while you were doing it. And I will see you next time here at Bullshit Games.